Hey, what's up everyone? This is Raven Media and let's get started. Okay, so it has been a long time since I actually created a long form media for my YouTube channel. All I've been doing for quite a while was making short 1-minute videos, and I really enjoyed it. But it's time for me to create long format to actually show you guys the work that I have done through 3D printing. Now, I actually got into 3D printing last year when I first got my first Ender 3 Max that I got through an Amazon trip store. Yes, it's a return. But afterwards, I ended up upgrading my printer into better ones. The CR10 Smart, 2 of them, the Halot 1 resin printer, and the K1 Max. Now, all of these parts here had been 3D printed using my CR10 Smart, except for the inner eye here for my Kamen Rider Kabuto. So this is the Kamen Rider Kabuto armor second form, and I actually got the file through Etsy, and the name of the seller is Northern 3D Art, and I got a really great deal for these files here, and I have been printing non-stop, well, on and off. But I finally decided to finish this project, and it ended up coming out quite good. Now, I ended up actually tearing the armor apart, and I actually had to piece them together for this video here. Now, all these pieces here takes a long time to print. Now, just the front armor, which is in 4 pieces, I actually had to slice it that way because my printer was not that big. It took me at least a week just to finish the front piece, and same goes for the helmet and the other pieces as well. So practically, if you combine all the pieces together, the time frame, I would say it will have taken me either a month or over a month, because I actually had some failed prints here. Now, to show you guys off here, now up close, this is the Kabuto armor. Now I used a slicer, the 3D builder slicer, to actually split it in 4 to fit it in my build plate. So I ended up using some hot glue to temporarily piece them together. Yes, and I'll be using epoxy to actually piece them together, weld them together properly. And boy, this was actually fun. Now there's 2 colors. This is actually gray and silver. Yeah, and I am quite excited once the result is finished here. So I ended up doing a little bit of a modification here, if you guys can see that. Okay, so I ended up drilling some holes here, and these are the magnets, which is actually quite nice to actually attach it to the other armor, the back armor here. So I still got some more work to do on the other side, but it should actually secure it properly. And on the inside, I might be able to put some straps as well. So that is the general plan. So this is the front piece here, and this is the back piece. Again, I ended up temporarily gluing them back together again, just for this video here. And the details are actually quite nice, but I still got a lot of work to do. And as you guys can see, this extra slots here, this is where I'm going to be drilling the holes and put some magnets and to properly secure them. And I ended up using this steel piece here and cut them into smaller pieces so it can be attached. Now let's go ahead and go for the smaller pieces before we go to the helmet here. Okay, so we're gonna start from bottom to the top, and what we have here are the ankle guards, and this is for the left here, and I ended up cutting it into into one piece here so I can actually wear it properly. I'll be putting in some Velcro on the inside. Now, this is actually the first one that I cut, and I thought, I figured, okay, cut them into 2 pieces and put some Velcro inside. So this is the result. And up next is your knee guard. So they didn't print out properly here, so I may actually have to reprint them again, but overall they are not bad at all. I actually quite enjoyed them, so I might actually just put some primer and just sand them together. And then the next piece is your shin guard, yes. And for this one here, I am actually going to be replacing this piece here with what do you call that now? Foam, I believe. EVA foam and a strap, because I'm not going to be able to wear this. And for me to be able to install it on the full bodysuit that I got, I'm going to be putting in some Velcro as well, so to properly secure it. So I am quite excited. Now, as you guys can see, it didn't actually print out properly, but this can still be fixed. So if I decide to actually keep this, I'm just going to cut it right over here and then just strap them in. And then you got the tie guard here on the side. Yeah, and there are two pieces. Yeah, it's actually not bad at all. Now I ended up using the Creality brand, what do you call this now, filament, and so far they kind of work, but they are not the best of quality. But for this one here, I can actually just use some spackling, some wood filler to seal in the imperfection. Okay, so for the rest of the pieces here, the first one is this shin guard here that as you guys can see, and this is actually not bad at all. Now this one here, I can actually wear it, but again, I will be planning on replacing this with a proper strap. But I can definitely actually wear this in my forearm here without having any issues. But with the full body suit, it might actually scratch it. So yes, this is the forearm guard, and then you got your arm guard here, and this is actually, yeah, not bad at all. And then you got your elbow guard here. There are two pieces. Came out quite good actually, which is not bad. And then you got your wrist guard. Yes. So again, I ended up cutting it, cutting one side here so I can actually properly wear this like a bracelet. But it may have to change because, as you guys can see, I am having trouble. Yeah, it should actually just fit properly here. There you go. But then now the problem is, it's like it's gonna go around. Now I will be putting a Velcro as well. And so far it hasn't broken yet. And there you go. It finally cracked. I was actually expecting that, but I don't know which area cracked there. Wow. Okay, well, the next part is the shoulder piece here. Now the shoulder guard here, ended up sizing this a little bit bigger because the file that I got wasn't properly my size, and my shoulder is a little bit too big. So not bad at all. Now this is the original one. Oh, that is the armor that just dropped off, and it's still in one piece. So as you guys can see, the size difference here. So I ended up actually making it wider and bigger so I can properly wear it. So what's next is, and this is the arm, the hand guard here, and this is actually for the top piece here, as you guys can see. So I think I made it a little bit too big, but doesn't really matter to me anyway. I might leave it as is. Okay, now as for the helmet here, as you guys can see, this is the Kamen Rider Kabuto helmet. Some of you guys may be familiar what the Kamen Rider series is. It is an ongoing series in Japan. They are the opposite or the alternate of Super Sentai, aka Power Rangers. Now, if you guys are wondering, is there a US version of Kamen Rider? Yes, there is. The first one was back in the 90s. Called Kamen Rider. I forgot the specific, but the specific Kamen Rider is Kamen Rider Black RX from the Kamen Rider series, and that wasn't popular. And then you get the 2009 Kamen Rider Dragon Knight, which wasn't the best either. Actually, there was an opportunity, and it felt like the US version squandered this opportunity. And it could have been a really great series that can actually have a crossover with the Power Rangers. Yeah, it is actually a little bit disappointing, but oh well, it is what it is. Now, as for the helmet itself, now as you guys can see, this is my own helmet here. There is another one actually for a colleague of mine, and as you guys can see, the horn here ended up having to split to two, so it didn't I wasn't able to properly straighten it out, so I ended up printing another piece here, a solid piece, and it actually gets some weight into it. And so this is actually not done. So the actual Kamen Rider Kabuto actually have, this is the inner visor and there is an outer visor, and I am actually using the face shield to actually mold it using this visor here, as you guys can see. So I still got a lot of work to do, so many failed attempts, yes. Now, for one of the gimmicks that this actually have here in the series, this Kamen Rider Kabuto second form, this is the second form. The first form is actually armored, yes. And when they do the cast off, it actually, and once it actually completes, the horn here actually lifts up. Now, I don't know if there's a motor inside, but I really do want to emulate that. Now, for this helmet here, it should actually snap in here, and I am actually having a little bit of trouble. So this is actually secured because of some locking mechanism here, and I don't actually plan on what do you call that, on having that gimmick. So I might be, what do you call that now, painting this straight through. Actually, I'll be painting each piece, but it will be a permanent attachment. Now, this is the inner eye, so there will be some limited visibility here. And on the inside here, as you guys can see, there is actually a sliding hinge inside and an elastic band there to properly secure it, because when I was testing it out, you can actually see the top of my head. Yes, so I ended up having to install that Velcro so it won't actually kind of pushed off. And then I ended up installing some clasp on the side here so I can actually properly wear it. So it is actually quite easy to do now. So practically, oops, as you guys can see, there you go, easy as that. Now I still got some modification to do to properly get it secured, but overall I actually do like the result here. Now this is actually for the Kamen Rider Kabuto helmet, and this is a 3D printed. Now I do have the full body suit and the shoes and all, and what's left is the gloves, which I actually have a pair somewhere that kind of matches the Kabuto gloves here. Now I will show you guys the belt. Okay, so I do have 2 or 3 versions actually. Now the first version that I purchased is actually a knockoff, and I do have the original here, and I'll show you guys what it looks like for the Kabuto Sector here. As you guys can see, this is the Kabuto Sector. It is actually quite nice. Now this one here doesn't have any battery, but I think this one have. Okay, yeah, it does have. So let's turn this beast on. Yep, I pressed the number 3 button there. So not bad, right? Not bad at all. So it is actually quite simple. Now let me get the attachment. So, and then, so you will, in the series, you will say Hanshin, and then slide the belt in. Not bad. And then you say cast off. Cast off. And then you got the rider kick. It is actually quite nice, I'll be honest. Now, the last item that I will be showing you guys that I almost forgot to show you is the kunai blade here. And as you guys can see, I'm actually working on it right now. And this is actually part of the Kamen Rider and Kabuto. But I don't think I'm going to be able to bring this into the convention because it's a solid piece. But I do plan on printing the blade section here using ABS, so it won't be a solid piece like an actual knife. So that is it, guys. Actually, before I end this, I will show you guys some of the magnets that I have used here. So first off, this is the clasp that I use. I got it through Amazon. Second, this is a small magnet that I got through Amazon as well. And yeah, and I still got a lot here, but I'm running on smaller ones, and I ended up getting some more. But the smaller ones, it's kind of hard to get, but I still got a lot of work to do. And then I ended up using some Gorilla Glue, contact cement, and then expanding Gorilla Glue for the inner parts. And what I'll be using next is the, what do you call this now, epoxy, and to actually completely seal off the armor. So I'm actually quite looking forward to it. So that is it, guys, for the Kamen Rider Kabuto showcase here. I will show you guys the completed set later on with the full bodysuit once I actually complete everything. Now, thank you guys for watching this video. Don't forget to click that subscribe button and bell notification, or a follow, because I'll be putting this on TikTok as well. And remember, have fun, relax, and enjoy life at its finest. And have a good day, good night, afternoon, wherever you are. Raven Media signing out, and I'll see you guys in the next video.